matter of fact, I can play... What was the name of the game? Oh yeah, Twin Mirror. Apparently this game was made by the same people that did Life is Strange.
The skies are finally clearing up after a light rainfall most of the afternoon. The weather's approaching 49 degrees, so we've got a brisk West Virginia evening ahead of us.
That is a thick accent.
I'm your host, Carrie Hammond.
Hey, Carrie. Basswood jungle journalist found dead.
Health expert, Dr. Rick. We'll discuss the recent opioid epidemic that's been affecting.
You know, if somebody were to tell me that this was made by the same by DontNod, it could have fooled me. This game looks much more realistic than Life is Strange.
Does the well go down that low? Let me breathe and I'll let you go.
You're gonna be at the wake, right? Oh, so that's right. So he's a journalist too. So I guess homie is a colleague. Though with the way he slammed that phone down, I don't think him and whoever died had a good friendship. Might have been rivals. Or maybe he's just frustrated.
Keep coming alive. Keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive, keep coming alive.
Lookout Point. Let me guess, is it 3 miles away from Makeout Point?
Welcome back to Basswood, Sam.
He looks like a douche. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. He just genuinely looks like a dickhead.
Great views. Really makes a small town look big.
View of Basswood, a travel through West Virginia. Closed. Basswood is also a sucks. Cemetery, Basswood River.
I'm not sure Nick would even want me at his funeral, given how I left things.
Oh, so he is a dickhead. Well, that confirms it right there.
Strange to think of Basswood without its mine. My hometown. It felt more imposing in my nightmares.
I remember spending entire summers on the banks fishing with Nick.
You'd think the massive cliff face would be a giveaway.
If only Samuel knew the amount of people who refuse to not only read warning signs, but pretend that they're not even there.
I used to love looking at Basswood from up here. Helped give me perspective. Until that day. Why can't the real world be as clear and peaceful as my own mind?
Because the real world does not want peace. Optimal shot angles. X equals Vx times T. Y equals H plus Vy times T minus G multiplied by T squared divided by 2. What the hell does that mean? They never learned about PEMDAS, did they? Pac-Man.
I've been meaning to ask you something. Don't freak out. Would you be my little girl's godfather? I wouldn't trust anyone else with this.
And yet I stopped taking his calls. He even called once the day before he died. I'll never know what he wanted to talk to me about.
Okay, so Samuel has a little bit of regret in his voice.
This is Anna. She works freelance. Does a lot of the human interest pieces.
What can I say? I'm interested in humans and their pieces. What do you like to write?
I gotta run to a review with Walt. You two feel free to chit-chat. And Sam, be nice.
Oh, okay, so I'm Samuel, and he's Nick.
I've never met someone so interested in others. Even in me.
My guy sounds like he's like, I'm genuinely shocked that someone could be so friendly enough to want to hold conversations with me.
The story is important. You know I think that. It's just... people around here have short tempers and long memories. Be careful. Sam, are you even listening to me?
I heard you, Anna. But no, I wasn't listening. Come on, Anna. Look at this.
What is it? Someone skinny dipping?
Ah,
Anna, you really
so
need to
she's
see
love
this.
interest. Ah,
I can't even see. Something's blocking it.
Sam getting his groove on with a sister with questionable dreads, questionable locks. Excuse me. They say locks.
I'm trying to be romantic.
You know what? This was made in 2020. I'm not gonna knock him.
Wait. Please don't tell me you're proposing.
I'm down on one knee, a ring. What else would I be doing?
I fucked your cousin.
Sam, put that away. Come on. I don't want a ring. I don't need a ring.
Because I'm in love with you. All I need is you. Come on, say some corny shit like that.
We've discussed it before.
Never mind. Yeah, my homegirl should have said, I just don't want to be married. Are you
Sorry,
still coming?
Walter, but I don't think I'll stick around. Given up already? Just a quick, depressing jaunt down memory lane and then you're gone? I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. Lots of hurt. And you might be right. But it's been 2 years. It's time to face the world. Time to adult. The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
I'm not a big fan of the acting so far. It's kind of hard to believe that Life is Strange came out before this. I'm like, as cringy and awkward Life is Strange may be, at least one thing they had was decent voice acting. This guy is pretty wooden. Unless that's the intentions. I really hope you can make the wake. It'll be at the Haven. Nick won't care or I'm almost there. Should I go with a spicy reply?
Lost the signal. Something never changed.
I don't think I like that though. Because that means that text is going to pop up at the most inconvenient time as soon as I get back to civilization that has data. I feel like I played myself. Congratulations, Tess. Thanks, Tess. You're welcome, Tess. Hold on, though. I didn't know that Sam was balling in a Chrysler. I remember that from first seeing it. Mooly?
It's been a while. You've gotten taller.
One of those relationships.
Can we talk?
So,
You left.
Oh.
Joan, that's not fair.
You left.
I mean, you can't really tell a kid what they say isn't fair.
It was more complicated than just me and you.
It's always more important than me.
Joan, listen. After Anna and I broke up, I couldn't keep living with her. I didn't have anywhere else to stay. So I moved back in with my mom, who's over in Connecticut these days.
You didn't call, text, or anything. You were just gone.
I wasn't in a state where I could reach out to anyone. I'm still not. If Nick hadn't died, I never would have come back.
I'm waking back up. It's something about an ancient father that just like wakes up the concerned fake parent in me. What do you mean you left your daughter?
Thanks for being honest. You're always at least honest.
No, sister, don't give him any type of branch. Come on now. He's an ass father.
Listen,
He's honest, but
I wanted to talk to you about what happened to Dad.
Oh, I'm stupid. Me big dumb. It said she was Nick's daughter. His name is Sam. Look here. It ain't my fault they got these generic ass names. Sam looks like he could be a Nick too,
He
okay?
wouldn't have just crashed.
I'm human.
He drove like a grandma, you know that. It's wrong. I don't buy
I
it.
guess she just expected for
just
Sam to come in and take care of
Joan.
her. Or
I'm not
help
a
her.
PI or a cop.
You're the closest thing I can talk to. Will you just look into it, Muley? Please?
She wants her father's death to mean something.
Who is this? What in the Andy Dick? Who's got Andy Dick in the back seat being a therapist?
If you poke around,
Let me stop. I know this is Homeboy's conscious.
Okay, whatever you do, at least leave the kid out of it. It would be cruel to lead her on. Friends don't lie to each other, even if it means disappointing her again.
Ooh, well, he went there. Sam has already been breaking promises. What's one more?
Okay, I'll see what I can see and all that. Gumshoe it up.
You will?
You make some good points. It doesn't fit. I hate when things don't fit.
Thanks, Muley. I should go in before my mom misses me. You better get in there too. Can't hide in your car all night.
Little old man looking at her like, did that kid just go inside of a bar? I think I did see her go inside the bar, Marty. Anyway, what was you saying about my parlay not hitting? Oh, he's a pill popper.
Mr. Samuel Higgs, big shot investigative reporter.
Didn't think you'd ever be back in here.
I'd gladly slash your tires.
Damn.
That mean you couldn't leave town. And you are leaving town right after this, right?
Nah, I gotta confront him.
Really embracing those Hicks stereotypes, huh, Joel?
Over there sounding like he fucks his sister on an air mattress. Let's relax, Joel.
Get you good old boys.
You too bald to be acting this ugly.
Here, Declan.
Actually, no, I think he's fulfilling the evil bald man stereotype.
Careful. I'd rather not be working tonight. And you always seem to angry up everyone's blood.
I'm only here to pay my respects to Nick. Nothing more, nothing less.
Yeah. Shame that. You watch yourself.
You know, so maybe I don't understand this because the city that I live in, though it's a quote unquote big city, it's still relatively small in comparison to other cities here in the US. I've just never had the personal experience of like being in a town that's so small that people know you. You get what I mean? You don't even have to be a professional athlete. You don't have to be famous. Hell, you don't even have to be a popular YouTuber. It's just like this guy is just a journalist, but he walks into the diner and just like people know him. It's jarring to me.
Sorry we lost touch. Sorry I lost touch. Rest up, big guy.
I thought they said remembering Dick.
Samuel, guess I lost the bet.
Bet?
Yeah, that bet you'd never come back to Basswood. Not after you went careening out of town like a bat out of hell the instant that article broke bad.
Okay, I'll bite. Tell me, Dennis, who did you have a standing bet with?
Myself. So I guess I also won.
What are you even doing here, Dennis? You and Nick become friends or something?
Nope. He thought I was a drunk, which I am. And I thought he was a hack, which he was.
This coming from the IT guy. Didn't know resetting passwords could give you a journalism degree.
Damn.
It can. But it does
Kind of
give
like
me
the
less
sass on this
patience for
guy.
People who sling mud my way. Relax. I'm just playing. At least tell me how you been.
Don't pretend you care.
Yeah, like you'd care.
Not too much. But suit yourself if you want to be like that. Anyway, cheers to Nick. A man that, unlike us, people actually liked. Speaking of which...
Uh-oh. Okay. So this is how she looked some years later? She went from being Anna to India.Arie?
As time draws near, my dear.
I'll be back while this is going.
Dear, when I wish that you were staying here.
Oh. I got back and she just walked off stage. What's wrong, India.Arie? Now, how you gonna be sitting over here like you can tell us there's hope? It doesn't cost a thing to smile. You don't have to pay to laugh.
Anna?
Sam!
Why not? It's International Women's Day.
I've missed you.
How can I not hug her back?
Why'd it take so long for you to darken my doorstep?
What is this dialogue? What person that eats beans on toast wrote this dialogue? What in the William Shakespeare?
I won't lie. It really hurt coming back. I stopped by Lookout Point on the way here.
Sam, why'd you do that to yourself?
A desire to open old wounds. The old timers gave me hell when I came in, too.
Sam, the mine was gonna close anyways. Maybe in a year or 2, 5, if the Lord has a sense of humor. It was gonna run dry or have an even bigger disaster. It wasn't your fault.
Oh, okay, because apparently he wrote an article that ended up getting the mine taken away. And since this is a small town, it kind of makes sense then, because I keep forgetting that, like, towns like these, small towns like these, where it's a mining town, where, like, that was a pretty heavy source of employment or whatever. So I kind of get why everybody is resenting this guy. It doesn't seem like everybody resents him, but everyone else.
I wish everyone else understood that.
People are scared. Mad. You were easy to blame. When my father lost his legs, nobody knew the mine wasn't following regulations. You were the only one who started asking questions. Whenever people talk about you, he always says, you did the right thing.
Yeah, well, your dad's Joe. He's an oak. Unmoving and annoyingly supportive.
It wasn't just him. Nick thought your piece was great. He was actually jealous. He always wanted to write something that shook the pillars of heaven, as he used to put it. You know, Nick and I had moved in together. Started to get serious. But I think it's only now I realize how much I cared for him.
You and Nick started going out? When did this happen?
A few months ago, he
Damn.
never told you?
He probably tried. I hadn't been answering his calls.
I kind of want to press B for the little girl. Let me do this.
Nick's death. Do you know if he had any enemies? Working on anything dangerous? Whew. Now, this is a real can of worms.
This is
Oh no. Don't tell me she...
I know that.
Do you? This isn't the time to be
Yeah, I
digging
feel
and
it.
pushing. You always do this. You always...
I had a feeling that was not going to be
You're still
his
you,
response.
I hope you never change, but I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna go home.
Don't say
I
that.
hate that his stuff is all over my house. Then drink and cry all night. You do what you need to do. See you around.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What do you want from me? Drown your sorrows with Walter. Okay, so let's do that. I think Walter's gonna pay anyway, and you know I'm broke. Oh, thank you. Oh, thank
So,
you.
Nick wasn't drunk, and me, I was drunk as a skunk.
Ah, Samuel. Join us. We were just sharing stories about dear Nicholas. And let me get your next round.
I still swear by this. Walter looks
Maybe
like
Ethan
Colin
has a
Farrell
suggestion for a
when he
worthy
has the
spirit.
penguin makeup on.
Spirits?
All he's missing is like
Dear
a
Nicholas.
stereotypical New York accent, a grunty voice, a couple of
He's
gold
been
teeth in the
coming
front,
around lately. Sat right there.
a little eye squint,
Himself
and a
with his
feathery
laptop
trench
as his
coat.
date.
Damn, let me getting buzzed up. Oh, he is hitting them back like they mimosas.
What a night. I'd say that went well. Ish.
You know, maybe
You
it's
got to
because
chat
I don't
with
really
everyone you've
drink,
been
but I
avoiding.
couldn't fathom drinking
Joan
that
got
many
inside your
glasses
head with her
of
whole
beer.
Dad mystery death thing. Just
Or glasses of what is it, Guinness?
up. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Deep down, you've been looking for a reason to come back. It's gonna be one of those long nights inside your head, huh?
I didn't ask you to be here.
Hey, I didn't ask for you to be here. To come back. I couldn't let you miss this. You just showed up. You can't see it now, but the guilt would have eaten you alive. You're back out in the world. Feeling emotions, fitting in. That's progress. Fuck the world. Pointless talking and more talking, and no one says what they mean.
But they
Go
hear
away.
drunk ramblings
Let me enjoy being
of a
miserable.
depressed journalist.
Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid. No promises.
Feels detective-like. So homeboy right here is a journalist. He came back to his small town
Stay out.
because one of his former co-workers ended up dying.
Okay.
And he's pretty much just he's kind of been awkward so far. Kind of running into his old flame. She ended up
What happened last night?
being a thing with the guy that died.
Pills plus drinking. That was
He ended up getting
idea.
wasted. So we're kind of getting like a lot of backstory with him and just the overall
Jackhammer in my
sentiments of the town towards him, as well as whoever Nick was and Anna.
How many of these did I take?
Makes me curious because this has to be the setup for whatever is going to be the focal point of the story. Whatever he did while he passed out.
Please let there be water.
I know his head's got to be hurting.
Is that? No, that's not water. That is vodka, the opposite of water. No more beer. I need water.
Sandy. Snacks.
No food. I'll just throw it all
Oh my
out.
god, the fridge is like, we got snacks. Got a little granola.
No water.
Please get your jacket.
Just tossed on the floor. My mother would be proud.
That sarcasm is definitely Life is Strange-ish. But I guess you could say it's kind of got like a detective flair to it, since we did
Already feel
tell
more human.
Nick's daughter that we'll look into
Where
his
did I put my shirt?
murder, because apparently it was a quote-unquote accident, but for all we know, it might have been it got taken out back.
That's not good. That's.
Oh, he did that
Where did I
shit.
get this?
And you can't remember? Oh shit, is this a chase sequence? Okay, that's not me doing that. That's him doing it by himself. That wasn't awkward at all.
Sam, be more careful. Breathe. Focus.
What? Wait. Maybe I'm doing something
Find the
wrong.
way to.
Don't touch the magic mirrors or else it's gonna restart the damn chase. Steady yourself? Damn, I knew I should have did that. I was like, oh, this is the first mirror I see with some writing on it. Game says, psych, back to the lab again. Oh no, back to the lab again. Don't touch me. I'm about to fucking. Okay, I think we are progressing. Because this is supposed to represent like his mental stability right now. Like this dude got blackout drunk, he's thinking that he's possibly a murderer. So like he's having to do everything he can to unpanic. Yeah, so we were doing right. I'm not gonna hold y'all. I don't know what the hell I got myself into. I've never seen any gameplay for this game. I'm just over here like, let me just play a bunch of games that can be done in 1 or 2 streams and see how I enjoy them. Not me accidentally playing like a psychological horror thriller type game. Getting a little too suburban for me.
Get far away. Don't wait. Just go. As far, as fast as I can. Hide. It's never happened. Going on. If I run, I'll keep running. And you face what happened.
I feel like I have to choose the right one. That would be appropriate. Well, homeboy over here is like, he's just gonna face whatever happens. So I think this is the correct one.
Answers. Good or bad.
Hey, I got an achievement. Find your way out of the infinite hallway without help. Let's go.
I know what you're thinking. Stop thinking that. Pills and alcohol, you're lucky enough you didn't wake up dead.
Oh.
I need to know what happened last night. Last place I remember is the Basswood Star.
He had a Disco Elysium beginning.
Hammered down.
Oh.
Don't play lone wolf detective. I'm gonna take it slow and be cautious, don't worry. Yeah, telling people not to worry always works. I can't just run from whatever this is. So either help me or get out of my head. It's your life, Sam. I just live here.
That's crazy. You got Andy Dick living inside of you. If you could have a celebrity, this is a question for everybody. If you could have one celebrity to live inside of your brain to be a quote unquote conscious, who would it be? For me, I already got the answer. It would most definitely be Issa Rae.
Do you really think breaking and entering is a
Why
good
not be
idea?
the voice of my consciousness?
Used Ethan's hidden spare key, no breaking involved.
I don't know if he'll see it that way.
I could wait for the bar to open, or I could look for answers. I picked the latter.
Can I open up? I can't open up that freezer.
Whoa. What happened here last night? First, look around, figure out what happened.
Spill the glass?
I ended up drinking alone. So who brought that second glass?
Okay, now we're getting into the detective part. Let's see. Alcohol bottles. Not sure which of these bottles was the mistake. Probably the first one. Baseball bat. Possible whiskey. Cash register looks intact. Hope all the drinks were paid for, mine included. Ethan tried to clean up before or after the incident. Okay, so Ethan was the bartender. Wait, so does that mean that we might have possibly killed Ethan? No. Maybe it means whatever happened for me to have a bloody shirt, Ethan, the only person that's the closest to knowing. Oh, shit.
Ugh. Did I do this? Sorry, Nick.
Wait, did they actually have Pac-Man in the game? You know what? Just like that, this game is Game of the Year. Here I am. I keep thinking that we are done, but... Oh. Yeah.
Joel's hat. Maybe we ended up having it out after all.
And there we go. We got all the evidence. First RB to go into the Mind Palace. What is this, Persona? I hope it involves no more running.
I know I got into a fight, but it could have played out in many different ways. I have to think it through. Find out what really happened.
Answer the
My
question
memory ends
to
here,
start forming a hypothesis.
But there's 2 glasses. Who was here with me?
Walter. Walter was here with you. Walter was buying our drinks, or well,
I was drinking on my own.
Believe he was.
When someone approached me. I can't remember who it was, but I know we got into a fight. Obviously. If I figure out how the fight went, I should figure out who my assailant was.
I guess we need to figure out what the next step was. We greeted right here, got into an altercation, more likely. So would they have gone towards the entrance or towards the clock? Yeah, I want to say we go towards the pillar because we're all here for the wake. We found more stuff towards this way, towards the wake, than we did towards the entrance. Otherwise, there wouldn't have been a hat in the corner next to the jukebox.
A person thrown into the pillar would do it. One hell of a mess. This could definitely be the result of two people fighting.
Yeah, because then we also found some stuff over here. Then we found a card. So maybe it just turned into a bar brawl. I don't know how these small towners be when the only thing worth entertainment in these towns is getting drunk. If that's the case, then what would require the most force to get rid of? I feel like getting rid of a hat, that's easy. Anybody can just smack a cap off of somebody. I want to go with bracelet because how can somebody be wearing a bracelet and yet it ends up on the floor? Damn, I don't know. I'm gonna, you know what? It's a game. I'm gonna go with
the pharmacist.
No, even as I'm looking at this, it doesn't seem like a natural flow of order. Because who's just gonna roll all the way around that pillar? So no. So it was dentist, because I was like, a dentist. So much is required to make somebody's bracelet come off.
I wanted to shut him up last night.
Yes. On the stage.
Looks like not even the memorial board was spared by the brawl.
Oh, okay, I see. So your choices indicate the flow of the reenactment. Okay. But this is where I'm going with. We started at the bar. Dennis, who sounds like somebody that pissed this guy off, probably started some more stuff. We ended up definitely crashing right here. More than likely went towards the pillar. We didn't really find much evidence towards the entrance. And right here is where it can venture off into one of three areas. I went with bracelet. So I think I got the right answer. And if I don't, oh well. This was fun.
I have the
that's what I'm gonna go with.
Now.
Plus, it still could be completely wrong.
You know, the man who talks to himself has an idiot for an audience.
Fuck off, Dennis.
I see why you have so many friends left in town.
Yeah, you would know about that.
At least my best friend never slept with my ex. Who do you blame more, huh? The backstabbing asshole or the bitch who...
Oh, so this is a reenactment of what could have happened. It's almost like I can see him saying that. I feel like a cap getting knocked off and a business card landing on the floor could be completely accidental.
You know who Nick was? Mr. Perfect? Give me a break. You have no idea. No one in this town does.
What are you talking about?
I'll show you. But not here. Meet me later at
Ethan is coming back in through the front. At least I think.
We'll know for sure, though, as soon as we talk to Ethan. I'm not gonna lie, that scene had me like, maybe I did pick the right choices.
He may not be happy to find you here, so I strongly suggest you leave. And if you don't, well, I don't have time to lose explaining myself to Ethan.
I feel like we probably should have talked to Ethan if we want to know the truth, but why not live on the edge, right?